off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Three buzz. Switch. Check. Lucky.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for... Pickup of 5.
The stop made by Gerald McCoy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Go. Right there.
Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Hey, tighten down. Kill. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Mike 54. Hassan. That's right.
Now Wilson on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's get off.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. First down, the run with Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Go 14. Right there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson looking deep downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right. They've got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 32 on the play. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Mike the 59. Mike the 59. 12.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Wilson operating from the gun. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Alert. What we got?
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
Ready? 8. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action. It's Newton. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. To try again after the sack. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
Here's Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan. 40 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They have...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 71 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This fielded at the 2.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Gun.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Ready? Check. Watch before. Check.
Newton on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Patch it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Gun.
Newton now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
You got to be afraid of me. You got to.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That's good for 28 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
20.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a give, running right is Lynch. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime, because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. What are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Target.
Now it's Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
That's track.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken at the 3. Dances by him. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he's going to go down again. Michael Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And all the way up to the 49. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big jump. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Now a hit, and he fumbles. It's loose again. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. From the gun on third down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Mike's 50. Yeah.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Pick the edge. Come. Zebra. Run left. Start.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Alert 3. Check 99.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
20. Check. Watch 54.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They go play action now. Wilson throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 22. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check. SOS.
Throwing is Wilson. They dump it off to Lynch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflated.
And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's get this.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Gano now to add the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Check 37, check 37. Check 31, check 31. Check 9, check 9. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Throwing on third and long. Newton. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Ready?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On first down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
14.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta go, let it out. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A gain of 32 that time.
Single receiver. Gun. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 66. Pull it. High. Wahoo. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Out of the gun, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now down to 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down?
54, right there. 20, 8, 8. Check 24, check 24. Hey! Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, cross.
They snap it to Newton. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The completion